Well, a local nonprofit group has embraced a true medicine man and warrior from Kenya, brought him here to the Bay Area. And Henry, we're lucky enough to have him visit with us.
Salaton Ntutu is with us, and although he is wearing a ceremonial headdress and a lovely one, this would be the outfit he would wear on a day-to-day basis, and he's been wearing it all the way here from Kenya. He's going to join us and talk a little about how all of us can perhaps get involved in helping folks in Kenya and how the folks in Kenya can help us. That's coming up on KRON 4 News Weekend. Salaton Ntutu is the chief of the Maasai, lives in Kenya, has come to the United States to as a sort of a goodwill ambassador. Can you tell us a little about what, just for starters, tell us a little about what you're wearing, and then we'll talk a little about your life. Can you explain?
Yeah, as we are Maasai people, we don't know how old we are, but we have these stages of being from the childhood, elderhood, warriorhood, and elderhood. Mm-hmm. So what I'm wearing now, when the young warriors go into the bush to learn how to protect themselves with wild animals and to learn herbs and the culture, respect of the culture. This is the things first you need to wear it. As a warrior, you need to have, you are not allowed to shave the hair.
I see.
So that's how they put long hair on their head. And also this one is, I give it to the elders when I grown up, and I don't know how old it is, maybe.
You're talking about the leather.
Yeah, the leather cowhide, right? Yeah.
So can you talk to us a little about your life as a chief? Yeah. At the age of 14, you went out into the bush. Yeah. Can you talk a little about that and why you went out into the bush and for how long?
Before we go to the bush, we need to go to look after the cows and small sheep. And when we are there, we need to listen to our parents about the different birds. Because when we go to look after the cows, actually we need to listen to different 3 birds. Mm-hmm. This is woodpecker, is our guide. This is honey guide, and this is yellow-billed oxpecker. Mm-hmm. The yellow-billed oxpecker, he eat ticks from a buffalo and elephant.
Sit on the back of the...
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, and also the giraffe. The giraffe is big, but it's very soft animal. Mm-hmm. The wildebeest also is soft, and is a big animals and zebra, and eland. But the 3 big animals like hippo or rhino or buffalo, they are very dangerous. But we listen this sound of a yellow-billed oxpecker. They tell us, because we are looking after the cows and we are very small boys. We cannot afford to protect ourselves against these dangerous animals. So we listened the sound of a bird. After we listened, a yellow-billed oxpecker, and we say we cannot let our cows to go there because there is these dangerous animals. So we need to have a whistling. We whistle our cows, and then the cows we go in the same direction, because we don't want the animals to kill our cows, and because the cows is everything for our parents. Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's the wealth.
Yeah, because we also we drink milk from the cow, and we need to protect. We eat meat from the cow. We drink blood without killing.
You just literally drain the blood in small amounts.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
We just tie the neck to expose the jugular vein. Yeah. To use bow and arrow, a special bow, a special arrow to remove blood from the cow. Mm-hmm. Just use this one, but we don't. I don't have a arrow. And then
just as well, probably.
Yeah. Then you remove.
Oh, I'm sorry, Brian.
So, so that's how we learn from our parents. We know, we learn how to live with wild animals.
But then at 14, you go out into the bush.
Yeah.
For how long did you go?
Between 6 to 7 years. But you need to be circumcised.
Okay.
The parents, they tell you that you're ready to be circumcised, and then they go for collections of herbs and honey.
Now, do you have a choice in this? Could you say, like, you know what, maybe I don't want to go out into the bush after all?
No.
No, once you're committed.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because we need to protect ourselves. You know, we live with wild animals, and we need to learn from them. And also, we need herbs. We learn herbs. Each and every tree has a purpose.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So you learn to actually survive on your own.
Yeah.
Basically.
Yeah.
Now, in terms of helping your area, there is quite a lot of poverty, I understand, but tourism can help.
Yes.
Can you explain how that works?
That's how I found Asante Africa, because they came as tourists, and I work with them as a guide, and they see what the poverty in the area.
Right.
And they start to sponsor the children to go to school, because the secondary school is very expensive. And also the children, they need to go to the boarding school, because the children, at home we don't have enough food. So that's the reason why we send children to the boarding school, because they can get ration, they can eat food.
So in addition to education, they're also getting fed.
Yes, in the boarding schools, but their schools, it is a little bit of cost sharing. It is like, and my government is helping, you know.
Let me just tell people, I'm so sorry we're out of time, but let me tell people that Asante Africa Foundation has sponsored Chief Ntutu's visit here, and their website is asanteafrica.org. And if you would like to meet Chief Ntutu, he's going to be at the Lindsay Wildlife Museum today at 3 o'clock. That's the one in Walnut Creek. And, you know, we have just scratched the surface here, so to speak. We haven't talked about some of the items he's carrying. Gosh, I wish we could. One question, you've gone to a lot of schools, right? Yes. What do you think about iPods? And
yeah, this is what, as I have a connection from Nkai to the earth and ancestors, and this is, I just want to tell the young children from America, we learn different from the different countries, Kenya and America, but I want to tell them, you should listen to your parents, you should come to your parents, and you should come as friends, because the president of the future are the children.
Right.
The teacher of the future, they are the children. The parents of the future, they are the children. They are not going to lead the video games, they are not going to lead the computers, and yeah, they are there to read to the computers, but they should have time.
Right, right.
And ask also their parents to have good communication with children.
Right.
Yeah.
By the way, important lesson that Chief Ntutu has learned here, the word awesome, right?
Awesome. And I say, oh, this is awesome all the time.
Okay. So just real quickly, I want to just mention that you've got a couple of weapons here. He's been practicing them on me. This would be for self-defense against animals.
Yeah. Yeah, sorry, I just say first to the people, before you ask me main question, I say my nation, my country is very safe to American. You are highly welcome. And that you can support also the local people.
Right. I'm there.
And also, I say to my country, America is very safe, because I came here and I don't know how to read and write, and I just pass the places and they inviting me, and everyone is welcome to the food, and I don't have a lot of food. And thank you very much. Of
course, it doesn't hurt if you're carrying a sword. Thank you very much, Chief Ntutu.
This is to protect myself when I go to the bush, throwing to the animals who want to run with me. Yep. Then if I miss it, I use this one too.
For close-up. Great. Thank you very much for joining us. It's been an honor, and it's really been a pleasure. Thank you. Isabel.
And it's been awesome. Thank you.